Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this delicious sourdough loaf using a little bit of wheat flour to give it that extra nutrition that we all want and need. So we're going to start off by adding 100 grams of active sourdough starter, and we're going to add 350 grams of room temperature water. I am going to be doing this loaf overnight, so I need the water to be at room temperature so it doesn't overproof. So we're going to mix the water in the starter, and then we're going to add 400 grams of bread flour, and then I'm going to add 100 grams of wheat flour. So if you want, you can add 50% bread flour and 50% wheat flour. So you would add 250 grams of wheat and 250 grams of bread flour. But I decided to only add 100 grams of wheat flour. It's all preference, so you add what you want. And then we add 10 grams of salt and we mix everything together until there are no more pockets of flour left over. We're going to cover and we're going to let it sit for an hour, and then we're going to start on our stretch and folds. This is the first set of stretch and folds. I like to stretch the dough a few times around the bowl. Sometimes I do 4 stretch and folds, sometimes I do 8, or sometimes I just go until the dough starts resisting. So that's what I did here. So I stretched the dough, and after I did the first round of stretch and folds, I let the dough rest for 30 minutes, and then I did my second set of stretch and folds. So this right here is the second set. The dough is a little bit smoother, it's not sticky. So just go ahead and do the second round or the second set of stretch and folds. And then you're going to wait another 30 minutes, and then we're going to do the third and last stretch and fold. So for the third and last stretch and fold, I like to go around the bowl until the dough starts to resist again. And then I cover it and I let it bulk ferment on the counter overnight. It's very cold where I live, so my dough does not overproof if I do let it sit all night. I've been doing this for the last few loaves, and I absolutely love just doing this because in the morning I could just shape it and put it into the refrigerator. This is what the dough looks like in the morning. It's not sticky at all, it's domed at the top. So I get the dough out of the bowl and I immediately start to shape it. I don't laminate my dough because I've seen videos on TikTok where they say you create all these bubbles and nice dough, and then if you laminate it, you're just, deflating all those beautiful bubbles. So I haven't been laminating my dough, but I did start shaping this dough, and I put it into a banneton and I cover it with a Ziploc bag and I put it into the refrigerator for a few hours. I decided to stitch my dough like I've seen other creators do, and I've never done this before to any loaves. So it was kind of cool just stitching it up and creating some tension. I actually really enjoyed doing this, so I will start doing it with all of my loaves now. So around 7:30 p.m., I preheated my oven to 450 degrees with my Dutch oven inside, and I started to score my loaf. So this is what the loaf looks like when I took it out of the fridge, and I just put it on my silicone mat, and I put a little bit of bread flour over it just so the scoring can look pretty. And I really like how this score turned out. I was kind of scared to try something new because I just usually do like a cross or a straight line, not really like a design because I don't really have much time to be making the loaves pretty, like the scoring. I do have a toddler and a 4-year old and a 10-year old, so it's very hard for me to, you know, get creative. But today I had the time and I really enjoyed making this design. I have seen this on TikTok by several creators, and I wanted to try it to see if it came out as pretty as theirs. and I really liked how it came out. I feel like it looks like one of those Pinterest uh loaves, like super pretty. So after I was done scoring this loaf, I put it into my Dutch oven with the lid closed for 25 minutes with the lid on, and then 20 minutes with the lid off. So this loaf came out so beautiful. The tips got a little bit too toasty, but it's okay. It still looked really beautiful, and the inside is just perfect. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see more recipes, and I will see you guys in my next video.